teaching them about civic engagement, how to be leaders in the community, advocates, and things of that nature. So it's not like about just registering people to vote or like trying to make them go vote for a particular person. It's just more so teaching them about the law and their rights in general.
Beautiful.
And then just how to be like civic leaders. So basically we're going to like do a program with about 10 to 15 people, and then the goal is for those people to then go out and spread out what we're doing with the coalition and bring more people in, so that our town halls and our committees are more active, and then we have youth that can, you know, some of them want to be lawyers, some of them want to be civil rights activists, but we can just give them our perspective and the tools they need to do it basically.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the plan is the plan.
Oh, okay. Hi y'all. I'm Mariah. I'm originally from upstate New York. I came to Houston, Texas in 2023 after graduating. I came here to really just discover more about Southern Black history and Southern Black culture. I think bridging the gap between Northerners and Southerners politically and like economically is really important to the community. And I'm just here to work on skills to continue to build that.
Guys, my name is Bailey Davis. I'm one of the people helping lead the Youth Ambassador Program with the Freedom Together Coalition. With this program, we're just trying to take groups of young activists, young community leaders, and help give them the civic tools and the education to help be leaders in their community, beyond just voter engagement and voter registration, but educating communities about social issues, policy issues, and ways that they can get involved in improving their communities.
To go through like the curriculum topics that we've proposed and just like be able to refine that together as a group. Yeah, basically.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay, I'm pulled up to this.
Just making sure that we're focusing on the fly. And so this is just part of our spiritual thing to help us be more spirit-led, data-driven.
Is it a new crowd you guys are going for?
I would say new crowd. Lovepreneurship is always still our crowd, I would say. So people who are charitable, who are philanthropic, focused, who are focused on marriage, who are focused on the word, who are focused on being spirit-led, data-driven, who put the Most High at the center of their business plan. Yeah, that's definitely our main thing. And so that does still come back to civically engaged, being civically engaged, because the more that we care about our community, because that's really all it ultimately means to be civically engaged, is to care and to show more care, whether through your nonprofit, whether through the candidates, whether through you pushing forward an idea, whether doing cleanups, whether doing food drives, food flow drives, you know, whatever your community needs, you just fix that. In particular, this late, we're seeing Houston needs drainage. It's having a lot of drainage issues, especially as it relates to the bill that they recently canceled. At least recently, are more feedback, or there's been more flack against the new recent tax bill or the budget bill from the city council. And so that's just a good example of just knowing what's going down the pipeline, because the reason why there's more drainage issues is just because they've been cutting spending over there. So just being us more aware of what's going on in our area is what we're all about.
Awesome.
Soothe them. So now it's actually, I think it's on pause. So the goal initially was to end the programming because they don't want to pay for it. But as of this morning, I believe something happened where they sued them. So now it's kind of like
Okay. They did like a temporary order to stop it. Okay. Gotcha. That's kind of like what they did when they were trying to pull all the funding like a couple months ago, and they just did a temporary pause. He still got to pull some funding, but just not as much because they were able to pause that. So no, that's good. I didn't hear about Job Corps yet. I did hear about Houston Food Bank. I did hear about them.
What happened with them?
They lost some of their funding too. So I did hear about them.
No.
And AmeriCorps as well. They lost some. Okay, cool. And like taking a pause from their church, as far as just like there not being a succession plan, or just like the elders not wanting to explain or answer questions. You know, like sometimes there's been this environment in the church where you can't ask questions, or they think that like, oh, you don't believe in God, and it's like, no, like I need you to explain more, like, because sometimes people would just take one scripture and like take it out of context instead of the entire chapter or like the story, and it's just like you can't do that. So a lot of younger people like 18 to 35, 40 are just like wanting to transition, and so that's another reason why we're trying to add more of the ministry piece to the nonprofit, just to give people like more autonomy to ask questions, just more freedom to feel and to get closer to God without feeling like they're just like in a religious based thing. So that's kind of like the audience as well.